Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Eve and this is Everyday Artist, and welcome. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I appreciate you subscribing. There's nothing out there. Please stop. That's Rogue. And thank you to my returning subscribers. This is my Flosstube number 51 and it is now, I think, the 19th of September. Starting next week, I think I'm going to start filming on Mondays. Since our Three Sisters Creative video goes up on Sunday, I always forget to let people know that my video went up. So I think I'm just going to start doing it on Mondays, and that'll be, Mondays are not always very quiet for me, but you know, sometimes. And so I think I'll be able to find a time earlier in the day when this room is not 120 degrees. I don't know what it is right now outside, but this room is very hot, especially since just before filming I was ironing, and once I iron, you know, it heats up even more. So yeah, welcome. And today I have some sewing, quilting, and of course cross stitch, and some kind of, I don't know, stuff. So first I'm going to talk about the sewing and quilting first, I think. So I did do the other version of this bag. It's not up because I've had a crazy weekend, and I don't have the, I need to just put the little charms on and it'll be ready to put up, and it should be up very soon, probably before the end of the day, provided I don't get distracted with shiny things, which is part of what keeps happening to me. And here's the matching bag, and it's got a bat fabric rather than the haunted house fabric. I found a thread. I hate threads. I've got to cut more threads. Little bats. That's the upside down side. Here's the right side upside. Anyway, that'll be up on the Etsy site. The other one with the haunted house fabric is already up there. And I am going to be doing some quilt projects for my family, as I mentioned, and but they're patterns they're, seaming pinwheels and different things and flying geese and stuff like that. So I don't want to experiment on the fabric I purchased for those things, just like the Snowball Star quilt bag that I made. I'm using that pattern for a quilt for myself, and I didn't want to use it on the fabric that I really truly love, and I didn't want to experiment, and I didn't want to do that for the first time on that fabric. So, and I still haven't laid out the quilt top that I finished to measure it to put the borders on, which I had intended to do this past week. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and Thursday, okay, and Friday of this week. Nothing that I had planned to do did I do. I had to go here, go there, pick up this, pick up that, and then, the time warp that happens when you go to the grocery store, it was just a few groceries. I don't know why I was in there so long. And I've been getting HelloFresh boxes, and my dad is eating, he loves them. He's been eating very well with these, and I don't know that the meals are tastier than the other ones that I was making, but if he's eating them, it's worth every nickel. And he's feeling a lot better, which is fantastic. He's drinking plenty of water, which is really, really good. So and then we went to go find a new easy chair. Not a while back, my parents, when they moved here, they each had an easy chair, and one of them self-destructed. And we still had it in the house. It's kind of jury rigged together and all that. It was a recliner easy chair, and we finally put it out on the big bulk trash pickup, and so we had space in the house for another one. Now, every now and then, I like to do movie nights where I buy basically junk food, but junk food, like taquitos or chimichangas or, stuff, finger food, but, not what I normally make. And maybe some candy or popcorn or something like that. And I have a large television, and we all sit around with a movie and eat in front of the movie, which is great because my dad eats better when we're doing something like that. And we all enjoy the movie. Well, except for my sister Beth, who has trouble getting up from certain seating. And if you don't know, if you don't watch Beth or know what I'm talking about, I live with my sister Beth and my father. They both have disabilities, and Beth's came with acoustic neuroma tumor, which is a tumor behind the ear. And when they were removing that tumor, she had a mild stroke, and so she has certain issues, and one of those is getting up from certain seating. So we went ahead and had her sit in a variety of chairs, and we chose one, and it needs to be plugged in. So we didn't get one of those lift chairs. We thought about it, but I liked one with a lumbar support. I thought, she's always saying, she can't sit in certain seats for any length of time because then her back starts hurting. So I thought a lumbar support would be really important. So we have to plug it in. And so I have to go and get the room ready, and, to have that cord plug. It's going to sit basically in the middle of the room, and I don't want to have to put an outlet in the center of the room. So I have to get the room ready for that. It's being delivered on Wednesday. So I have a lot to do, but I don't want to do it. So this weekend I did something else. And I started, this is the block that is going to make up my son's quilt. Now on my son's, I'm using all solids, and they're darker, more male, for lack of a better word, colors. There's a pink and a couple of lighter ones, which he'll be fine with. He won't care. But the blocks will look like this. And I hadn't ever sewn pinwheels before. And, one person says, iron all the seams open. Another person says, you don't have to. You can still put them to the side. Well, I tried to the side first, but the center just wasn't getting as flat as I like it. And when I was ironing it, the iron put nasty stuff on my cloth. It made me so mad. I had to go wash it. Not wash it, but, clean it up. I don't have any plans for this block, but I'm going to use it as a reference when I'm making the other ones. And not too long ago, my sister Beth was ironing, interfacing onto something. She was finishing a cross stitch or something, and she accidentally ironed the wrong side of the interfacing and got gummy stuff on the iron. And I thought I had cleaned it fairly well, but apparently not, because once I applied steam, it came off on my cloth. So I have to seriously clean that iron before I ruin anything. But for those of you who don't know, yesterday was National Sew Jelly Roll Day. Of course, you know, Moda wants to sell jelly rolls, and so Fat Quarter Shop had a sale and a push on this Sew a Jelly Roll Day, and they're doing a, like, for lack of a better word, a contest, and you have until July 3rd to submit a picture. I screenshotted the instructions because I'm not going to win, but why not? Because the prize is 3 months worth of their Jelly Roll Club or something like that. And I thought, free fabric? I'll try for it. So I went to Hobby Lobby and bought 2 of their junior jelly rolls. And I meant to bring one of them here. I only sewed one yesterday. I'm in the process of, you know, doing it. And so you can do any pattern or anything as long as it's a jelly roll. And I had watched a video from Missouri Star Quilt Company. They do a triple play every Thursday, and I was cross-stitching and it just came on. And one of the patterns I just really liked. Now, I might insert a link, or, you know, in the video to this triple play. More, I'll put a link in the description if I don't do that. But I am going to insert some pictures of the way I laid this out, or the way I plan to lay it out. Now, it required a triangle that's even on all the sides, and how do you say that? Equilateral triangle. And I didn't want to wait for one to arrive. I have every intention of buying it because I really like this pattern. And I ordered another jelly roll from Fat Quarter Shop, and I think I might use this pattern to make something bigger. But I made one. It's probably not exactly right. It measures the same on all 3 sides, but it's not as big as the one that they were using. But it's big enough for what I needed to do. And then I sewed the jelly rolls sewed jelly rolls together in three strips, and then you use the triangle to cut them. And I thought I had 2 different ones. I have the same one. So you alternate this way and this way so that you get some where this fabric is up here and, you know, switched around. I thought I had grabbed one of each. But you just do that down the jelly roll. Now, I haven't cut this one yet. This one is different than that one. It's got the little creatures on top and bottom. And I'm trying a whole bunch of different layouts. I haven't settled on one yet. So I'm going to put pictures here of the layouts that I've tried. And then on the top and bottom of that, I'm going to put this. So, at least I think that's what I'm doing. I don't think I'm going to cut this into triangles. I think I'm going to use this on the top and bottom. And then the other jelly roll, which I haven't opened yet, I'm going to sew just in strips, I think, to just make a backing for this. It's a little wide for a table runner, but that's kind of what I'm thinking, you know, a table runner. And I can always trim the top and bottom one to make it a little bit narrower. But of course, when I'm sewing it together, that'll narrow it some, and, you know, then I'll look at what I have. I like the table runners that run off the edges of the table, but this won't do that because it's just one jelly roll. And I could use the other jelly roll and make everything longer, and that's an option. I could do that. And then they have fat quarters of that cloth, and I could go and get some fat quarters and fashion a back, or just buy some yardage of something and do a back of that. And I could do that, and I might. I'm still working on it, but I do only have until the 3rd, so I have to decide what I want to do. Now, she made, when they were announcing this, it's a video. I'll try to remember to link it in the bottom in case you're interested in doing it, where she just made up a pattern very similar to a log cabin, but it's kind of cool, And then on a subsequent video, she showed, some other things made with jelly rolls, and that's where the coupon code was. So I went and grabbed a Christmas jelly roll. Anyway, that's all my sewing. And I'm excited, and I want to go back and sew some more of this jelly roll together because I really like the way it's coming out. I hope you like the pictures, and comment for me which layout you like better, because I can't really decide. And then this one with them both, with the animals on top and bottom, I might do this one in the center, not in a strip like this, in the triangles when you see the patterns. So let me know what you think, because I have no idea. I just know I have, sewing jelly roll strips together is just really fast. So most of this is just sewing jelly roll strips together. So, all right, that's all of that. Now on to cross stitch, which is probably why you're here. I did some work on my showstopper, CrossStitchingForFun Art Deco Spring, and I finished the flower on the top of the bug, and I did the back stitching around the bug, but I think I did the back stitching before the last video. So now what I think I'm going to do is just go around the bug doing motifs, and then keep going out. So I think next I'm going to do the bee on the this one. And then I'll do this pink flower, and then this bee, and then this other blue flower, which, by the way, looks the same as this one, but it's not. And then this bee, and then this flower, then this bee, and then I'll probably go bug, flower, flower, bug, like that around. And then the circle, and then the frame. I haven't been working on it tons because of the problems I'm having with Tinymodernist still. You have to laugh at the issues that I'm having. And now it's taking me longer because I count everything like over and over and obsessively. So there's that. And I'm not going to talk about Tinymodernist yet. I did a little bit of work on And to All a Good Night, which I really love. I decided to stay with the teal that best matches really tealy, because the other teal, even though I really like it, I think it's too dark for the fabric. And here's how far I've gotten. I started filling in the teal, and I did one strand, and then I thought, you know what? I think I might want to put in the red and the yellow in the top of the house and just go down, I think, rather than trying to count and count and count and count. So, yeah. Now, when I tell you in the haul portion, which is, I shouldn't have spent any money, but, in the haul portion, I can tell you about the attic and icicle, because I want to gather the threads that I need for Silent Night, even if I don't plan on working on it right away. You never know. In December, I may have this done, and I want to get it finished and get everything ready. So I don't know. I don't know how my December is going to be. I found myself bawling at church because one of the songs was reminding me of my mom. And as it gets closer and closer to Christmas and the anniversary of her passing away, it's getting hard. And I'm trying to decorate, and my mom loved holidays, all of them. She had clothes for every holiday, and she just loved it. And I think part of that was because she loved children, and anything that would make a child happy, she would want to do. But I think also she just loved holidays. So we've decided that we're going to, shortly before she passed away, actually, like almost when I started feeling sick, we got a live tree, maybe a week before. And my mom hadn't gotten live trees in ages because they're a lot of work, and none of us are spring chickens except my son, of course. And my son, he lifted that tree just went like this and picked it up. And it was not a small tree. We have very high ceilings. When we were taking it out of the house, he just picked it up with one hand and put it on top of the car. But we've collectively decided that we really want to try to get a live tree every year. She loved the tree, and when she passed away, we had her where she could see it. And it'll just, I don't know, make us feel closer to her, I think. Anyway, I digress. Now, my last whip. Okay, so I talked to you last week about the problems I'd had, and I fixed them. I finished stitching the ATS and where it goes, and I started on the gray right here. I had already put some gray in here, so I started on the gray right here, and I went, something's wrong. I had just started on it. I hadn't done a lot on it. I'm like, what the heck? The eyeball was lower than it should have been. I said, how did that happen? I'll show you. So here's my piece. This spider, his bottom legs are only supposed to have 3 stitches, and they have 4. Yeah. So I did go ahead and take this out and restitch it. I fixed cats. So I like the way everything looks right now, but I had to pull out this eyeball and move it up 1 stitch because the pattern, I may not have the 3rd one printed out, but I've seen it. And this gray that's right under these eyeballs, goes down, and they're mirrored. If one's in a different spot, that's going to cause a problem. And I don't want to cause any more problems. I've done enough. I've restitched this so much that I probably would be caught up. So I just redid the eyeball, put in the bloodshot eyes and the purple, and I really like the purple eyes. And so I started on this gray. I'm just going to do one thread of the gray, and then I'm going to do this banner. Might do the little purple icons here, and then the banner, but those are my plans to finish that and just keep, plugging away at it. It's not going to be done by Halloween, but that's okay. Now, next week, I'm going to show you all the Halloween whips that I have and that I plan to work on for the Witchy Stitchy Challenge at embroidery.com's Witchy Stitchy Challenge. I plan to work on those, like maybe, one on Monday, one on Tuesday, Wednesday, something. Pardon me. And to get some of this, I won't get any of those done, but maybe one of the Twin Peak Primitives one, because that's just black and it goes pretty fast. Now, I do have a lot of haul, most of which I am not going to show you, because, you don't need to. I did get myself another rotary cutter, a second one, for cutting sticky board, because, and I used it to cut out that cardboard triangle, and it was so much easier than trying to use scissors on cardboard. I don't want to use the one I use for cloth, of course, but yeah, so it'll be, because part of the reason I haven't finished Coop Parade or Whale and Light Bulb is I don't want to cut the sticky board, because when you cut it with scissors, it hurts your hand and it gets all jaggedy, and even, so yeah, I saw Kimberly Jolly, she's finishing something, and she used a rotary cutter, and it just went right through that sticky board, and I was like, I want to do that. And, she said, just have it one that's dedicated. Well, I had to make sure that it didn't look like the one that I use for fabric. So it's a different one. It looks different. So I did buy that. I don't have that over here. I want to make some a pumpkin, either table runner or a pumpkin placemats. So one side I'm going to do Halloween, and the other side more not Halloween. At least that was my plan. I don't know what I ended up buying. But I bought this sugar skull fabric rather than orange for the Halloween side, because I just love these sugar skull things. I don't want to have them everywhere in my house, but I like the artistry in them. They're just beautiful to me. And I bought these two colors for the regular Halloween side. I know that that's kind of weird, but, and then I thought I had purchased two different Halloween things, but maybe I put it back when I got the sugar skulls, but the sugar skulls don't go with this. So I don't know what I'm going to use this for. So that's my plans for those. And then I ordered from Mall Queen. I didn't order it. I went into Mall Queen. I wanted some quilting gloves, and when I went in there, this stuck to my hand and wouldn't get off. I love snowmen, and I love teal, and I thought, yeah, I think I want that. And I had looked at it previously. They also had a pumpkin table runner. That's not the one I'm going to use. I had looked at it previously, but, applique work, I'd rather just sew it together. But I just really like it. So when I was getting the jelly rolls for Saturday, I found this, and it's very subtle. I don't know if you can see them. It's got the little checks, the big checks. It's got some stripes and one plain, and you need a whole bunch of creams for his face. So I don't plan on making him anytime soon, but I have the snowman fabric if I plan to. Yeah. And then my sister needed to go to Target, and I said, I'm going to go get my dad some oatmeal. Yeah. So I found the oatmeal, and then I ended up in the Halloween stuff, and I love this guy. And so to put on a pumpkin, I thought, oh, that's great. It comes with the paint and everything, you know. I don't have to carve a pumpkin. That's fantastic. But here in Phoenix, once you poke a hole in a pumpkin, it doesn't last. A couple days maybe, because of the heat. Now, even in October, it can be hot here. And I wouldn't be able to put it out. I wouldn't be able to put it out anytime soon. Well, the Target is in the same parking lot as the Hobby Lobby. And my sister said, I need to go to Hobby Lobby too. We're doing on the Three Sisters Creative video, and I'll talk more about that at the end of the video. We're doing a giveaway. If you're not already a member, a subscriber to Three Sisters Creative, go check it out. There's a link in the link tree. There's we're giving away, because we have over 100 subscribers, and it is a nice giveaway. Anyway, she wanted to go get something for it. So I was just wandering around because I wanted that jelly roll anyway. I kept putting things in my cart, and look what I found. It's a pretend pumpkin, but it's carvable. And so I can poke the Yoda stuff in here, and it's not going to rot. and after Halloween, I can just stick it in a bag and put it away. So, pretty happy. But while I was there, for absolutely no reason, I bought some skeleton dogs. They had the big ones like you would put outside in your yard. I don't want to spend money on that. But, because we don't have any kids, we don't get any kids. There's a couple of young kids that live here now, but if they come, we'll have candy here in case they come, but they're not going to come. But I thought I would stick them out. They're just cute little dogs. And of course, since I was at Hobby Lobby, I got, no, this wasn't at Hobby Lobby. Then on Saturday, my sister wanted to go to the attic because she had ordered a pattern. And I didn't need anything at the attic, but I needed a driver there. Not only did I buy these two patterns, I ordered another one. I've been wanting to, I saw Helen D's berry video. She's all in love with berries, and I was like, I want to make a berry. I saw this pattern, and I was like, I used to love this song, you know, Holly Jolly Christmas. So I might try berry. And then hands-on design. I love the my name is Evangeline, my real name, not Eve. Nobody calls me that. But my real name is Evangeline. And if you don't know, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow wrote a poem called Evangeline, which my mother loved and named me after that poem. My mom was a first grade teacher. Well, he also wrote a song called I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. And I love that song. And then when I was in elementary school, I was in a school choir, and we sang, Silver Bells. I love that song too. So this was just calling to me. And it comes with the Lady Dot Creates cloth for making the drum or the pillow, not both. And I thought, I really want that. Now, this does not include this does not include the stuff I've ordered from Fat Quarter Shop and Missouri Star Quilt Company and the Attic. But then, also yesterday, I wanted to look and see if Joann's had a 3x3 square ruler. And so I made the mistake of walking into there. And I have these, which might end up either on bags or on scissor fobs. And I haven't made scissor fobs in ages, and I need to. And I found these to go together, jack-o'-lanterns, candy corn, and these for scissor fobs. I think I showed you a while back, I bought a strand that had large jack-o'-lanterns and ghosts, I think. And then, to me, these look like Christmas candy. Aren't they pretty? So, to go together. And I had to buy 2 strands of the snowmen because I love snowmen. And I'll have to make one for me. And then, I don't know what I'm doing the others, probably scissor fobs. So, that is basically all of my haul, which, like I said, doesn't include the stuff I ordered. If you've stuck with me to the end, I appreciate it. On Three Sisters Creative, we hit over 100 viewers, and as a thank you, we're doing a giveaway. In order to win, you need to be a subscriber to Three Sisters Creative, like the video, and comment, and you go listen to the video that we just posted today, and it'll tell you what the comment needs to be about at the very end of that video. Now, this is Three Sisters Creative is like a Stitch With Me video, more than a traditional Flosstube. We talk about the things we're working on, but we also talk about whatever, pops in our head. So my sister knits a lot, so she'll be, talking about knitting. We both quilt. Beth mostly does cross stitch, but she does other things. I sew and do the project bags and stuff like that. So we talk about all kinds of things. But then we talk about life events and things that go on around us in the world, and we laugh a lot, and we'd love it if you would join us there. I like it when you join me here. As I said, thank you to all of my viewers. I appreciate you coming and listening, and hope you come back every week and invite your friends. And I'll see you next week, but on Monday. Thanks.